I'm at Drives and Controls 2014 for the launch of PlantStruxure PES. I'm talking to Jez Palmer, Business Development Manager at Schneider Electric. Jez, PlantStruxure PES has been dubbed as the automation system that unlocks energy savings. Why is that going to be important to people?
Okay, well, the industries that we're typically targeting with PES are huge users of energy. And one of the things that those industries are focused on, or still focus on today, but have always focused on, is how to make process efficiencies, production efficiencies, make the process more reliable and so on. But what they haven't really focused on is how to make them more energy performant. So PES not only delivers the tools necessary to improve the performance of the processes involved, but it also delivers the tools to enable true energy monitoring and true energy performance improvements.
How's it actually going to achieve that?
Okay, well, with PES, we basically provide a shell, which is a software layer called StruxureWare PE that uses a single database environment to enable you to build and manage your process. So StruxureWare PE is where the design people will start, describing their application, build the application for both control and for supervision. They generate an application and then they deliver a runtime system. Now, we provide with that a whole suite of libraries. We make available what we call a general purpose library, but there are others that can be added to it as well, depending what industry we're focused on. Inside that general purpose library, we've got a lot of objects that enable you to do process efficiencies and production efficiencies, things like PID loops, what you typically find in the process industry. What we also provide is a suite of libraries to enable you to do true energy management. So it's not just an afterthought that can be added on at a later date. Energy management tools are there at design so you can build energy performance improvements into your application from the beginning.
So you basically design in your energy saving?
It gives you the ability to design energy savings up front. So what you will end up with is a control system to control your process. If you've put the metering in place and the necessary tools, physical devices in place to allow you to get an understanding of where energy is being used in that process, we then provide toolkits that will enable you to use that and make better use of the information that's being gathered. So I'll give you an example. Air compressor systems are used extensively throughout the industrial world to provide a fixed supply of air to control various devices, switch various devices. Now, air compressors, when they're new, work perfectly well. There'll be no leaks in the system. The compressor itself will be running up and use a certain amount of energy, hopefully a constant amount of energy to supply that air pressure. Over time, though, you can get a degradation of performance. You'll maybe introduce small leaks into the system, but the compressor will try to maintain the air pressure, and it will start to use more energy to maintain the same level of air pressure. Now, PES we've got the tools within PES to alert that to the operators, to the fact that the compressor is starting to use more energy. Therefore, it might be an idea that they go and take a look at it, do a bit of maintenance on it, before they get to a point where they have a serious problem. So we're moving from, if we go to the old terminology, we're moving from a fail and fix type mentality to a predict and prevent approach.
Is this unique? Is this unique to Schneider Electric?
Well, we like to think it is, because Schneider Electric is the energy management specialist. We provide a lot of the hardware to highly efficient control devices and other devices for whatever the application happens to be. And to support that, we've built all of the tools on top to enable you to use the energy information that's coming back to improve the energy performance of your facility.
So what's the right time to install PES?
Ideally at the beginning, when you design a new plant, a new factory, new process. Try and think about building in the necessary metering and instrumentation to enable you to pick up well, first of all, not just pick up where energy is being used, but specifically where that, what devices, what parts of the application, what parts of the process are using that energy. So if you design that up front, then you've got a much better chance of of really making some significant improvements later on down the line. But it can be retrofitted. I mean, so long as you've got a process, you've got a control system on that process, you can put the instrumentation in later if you need to for the energy monitoring.